Better late than never is going to be the real theme of this video. Better late than never of Jurassic World Evolution 3 finally putting out its trailer. Better late than never that we are getting some of the features that featured in this trailer and in some other information surrounding the game. And better late than never that I'm actually doing a video on this. So, apologies for this probably pretty hastily scrubbed together video. We're gonna go into a trailer review, and I'm gonna struggle with understanding fair use, so we're gonna do our best. But let's get straight into it. We'll be breaking frequently, so I can try and make sure we can break it down quickly. So, of course, we open with some classic dinosaurs and babies. That's, in fact, in the game. Pterosaurs walking, and we'll pause it here. So this probably is in Malta, my guess. You can already just tell that the game's visual quality has improved quite a bit. If we just go back a little bit, you can see we've got some beautiful, like our opening shot, we just have these parasaurs, brachiosaurs, and I know there was a Gallimimus somewhere there, but this is a big image that we should look into. Baby dinosaurs, it looks, and this is in game, so we do know that this is probably what they're going to do. They're swimming pretty similarly to like dolphins or remora with sharks, which is really cool. Also, apologies that the trailer is muted. I'm just doing all I can to make sure that this doesn't get taken down because I'm so unfamiliar with this. But also looks like the lagoon's going to be quite interesting to play in. I've actually never built them in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I played that game one time and got burnt out of it real quick because it's not Planet Zoo. But this is looking much better. So if we cycle forward a little bit here, pterosaurs are going to be able to walk in their aviaries. It also looks like we're going to be able to really build nicely inside of aviaries. Of course, we've got some baby, it's not dimorphism, but some ontology, or ontogeny, not ontology, ontogeny here. I don't think it's going to be dynamic growth, don't hear me saying that, but we at least have differences between the babies and the adults. And let's get back into that Malta image. Triceratops looking really nice. So really high resolution. You can see a few things here. One, the lagoons seem much, unless this is a natural lake, which it could be. No, it looks like it does have a hatchery in it. So this is a lagoon that they're able to actually build up. I mean, just look at this map. It's stunning. Also looks like you're probably able to build those aviaries on more with things overhanging it. I'm not sure if this is actually part of the map here, but if it's not, then someone built this, which is really cool. Verticality is going to be a big theme on this new version of the game because you can just see that you kind of meander up this hillside. Also, keep an eye on these buildings. We're going to talk about that a little later. Let's get through a bit more of the trailer. So yeah, Japan theme kind of coming into the game. And we'll pause here. Deep water coming into the game. And some animals will be able to swim through it, wade through it. I'm assuming we're going to be able to use this for barriers as well for some of the smaller animals. And we'll get into some of those smaller animals that are coming. But yeah, you get here, you can see the monorail track there. I mean, the game just looks amazing. But this Japanese style architecture that's getting added into the game, it seems like a lot of different architecture is going to be added. It also looks like this aviary is kind of elevated on like a rock face or something. I wonder if we're going to be able to build them in the air and like create rock faces around them to build them up to them. I don't really know how that's going to work on the new game, but it's certainly looking exciting. So, yeah, more Triceratops, some baby animations looking great, Baryonyx and Velociraptor, and here we're getting Carnotaurus. We'll get back to that in a second. Yeah, so Carnotaurus looking very nice. Looks like the baby and the adult have animations synced. This fencing actually looks really, really good. I wonder if we're going to be able to make our own custom fencing, and how they'll handle that. Because otherwise, if they do allow you to make custom fencing, then of course you're gonna kind of struggle with how do you do dinosaur breakouts and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see about that. If we can't build like dinosaur houses for them to come in at night or whatever, I'll be a little upset. But I understand it's Jurassic World. They don't really do that. They don't actually care about the animals not being outside all day long. But maybe you can probably build them inside, but uh, you'd have to have the in-game fences as well. But we'll see. Maybe they will give us something that I'm not expecting. This next is a great animation, and looking at this in 2K was awesome. You get the T Rexes here, looking amazing. I'm trying to not take too long covering the actual trailer part because we got a lot more after that. Classic Roar, Jurassic World Evolution 3, and we're about to see some of the new features, which let's just pause here because we're just getting a lot here. First of all, we're getting much better terrain brushes you can see along here, like cover and pasture, arid and barren, and wetland, and we're getting that on each one of the it seems like we're going to get that in every map. Look at this building nestled up here. That looks really nice. And then this ramp, really nice, smooth terrain. We got some Ankylosaurus statues there. Um, we're getting the Zoo Tycoon 2 waterfall feature. So you just kind of create the water up there, and if there's water down there, it trickles down. We're also, you can kind of see this is shallow water, so that's likely going to be deep water. I'm trying to remember if slope was in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and if so, what would, I guess that would be the slope of how deep, like how interesting. I just can't speak on that, but I guess it could be how deep the water goes. I guess intensity would be how deep, and the slope is how quickly it gets to that deepness. And then we've got way more terrain tools. Um, so you're going to have literally double the amount of tools plus one, which is going to be really nice. Um, and we're going to have ramp tools. So, and then it looks like we're probably going to get some flatten to terrace tools as well. And then it looks like it pre-populates with rocks, which is going to be really, really nice. This lagoon back here, you can see again, we've got those rocks in the background. I wonder if this is going to be a piece that you can put in. Oh my goodness, look at this. Looks amazing. This habitat. I don't think I've actually seen anyone cover this in the things I've seen people talking about, but this just looks like you're going to be able to create really nice custom. It looks like you might get null barriers because if you look along this back wall, it really looks like you're going to be able to build uh, habitats for the dinosaurs that use natural environments. And with being able to create bigger moats, that's also going to be an important fact of that. So yeah, better terrain brushes. It looks like we're going to get better fences as well. This isn't too much new. We've already seen a lot of this. But I do want to kind of, before we get into that, which is going to be big, look at this image here. Again, you're just seeing the verticality of all these builds. It looks like we're going to get some nice lower fences for some of our smaller dinosaurs, which we'll talk about in a little bit because some of those smaller dinosaurs are coming new to the game. It looks like we've got stairs here, would be my guess. Because, in that kind of Mediterranean style, a lot of the times the entrances are on the roof or this it looks like a viewing tower. Looks really cool. Let's get back into it. So, yeah, male and female, obviously. Well, obviously, I say obviously, and it's not obvious, but they added male and female. You could just have created dinosaur females, but male and female with sexual dimorphism. So if we look back here, that's the female, and then you've got the male here, much larger horns, also a bit more in that downward shape, probably more suited for sparring matches with other males. But let's keep going. But they're looking great. You can build nest. But we'll get to this ATV thing. This image right here, you can see a little bit more of modern style architecture in here. Not more classic Jurassic World, but again, we've got those cliffs. That's the nest that the dinosaurs can breed. I don't know what this species is. Is that a baby Brachiosaurus? Perhaps. We've got our log tunnel viewing, which we've already seen in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I don't think I see... Oh, here you can see we've got more dramatic waterfalls. So you're definitely going to be able to create some really interesting stuff with that. This might be a longer video. ATVs, so don't have to use Jeeps. You've got some smaller ATV shapes. These are some interesting looking signs. It's like with cutouts for the dinosaurs. I don't know. But then these path. First of all, this path looks nice, but also looks like maybe we have some Scaviola here from Planet Zoo, and these fences are quite nice. I don't know if dinosaurs can actually knock things off cliffs, but here we've got our monorail, some nice, beautiful, just shots, like, and then the atmosphere with the fog, the Brachiosaurus in the background, really, really looks good. And coming 21st of October, you can pre-order now. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, no. That was incredible, in my opinion. But let's get into a bit of the features. Modular building is the first one I want to cover because, obviously, for me, that's the biggest thing. So you'll have some form. If we click learn more, it should tell us more here. This looks like it's a hotel that you can then build around it. And then really, really nice. But let's get into the official news. So you can pre-order now, and that gets you the Badlands scenery, which is from the first Jurassic Park movies. So if you pre-order, you'll get this. Just base game. The Badlands ATV skin, the Badlands scenery items, and some scenery blueprints. If you do the deluxe edition, you get 4 dinosaurs. 2 of them are new to the game, the Guanlong, the Protoceratops. Then you get from the old game Concavenator and Thanatos Dracon. Sorry, someone just called me. I told you it was going to be pretty unprofessional, unedited. So, 3 ATV skins, Clark County scenery items, a total of 53, and the Mosasaurus skin. Of course, if you pre-order, you still get this. So, an extra $10 for all this. It's kind of up to you to decide whether it's worth it. I'm definitely going to get it because that Guanlong looks really great. There's not too much news I really want to cover beyond modular building, babies. I don't think there's any new, like, crazy things, but we'll see if we can look at some really nice images from the gallery. I want to see if I can get a... Like, I don't know why they only show it in this small resolution. These aren't... Yeah, this is what we just saw in the trailer. This is a look at the Clark County building items, though. So this you'll get if you get the deluxe edition, which is really nice. I'm trying to see if we can features. Sorry, this is again. I want to get a really nice picture of the Guanlong because they look amazing. Maybe if we go to their Steam page. Doesn't look like it's here. Let's go. Alright, guys, give me 1 second. I found them. I was a bit of a dork, but they're kind of hard to see here. But this is the Concavenator that you're going to get. Looks really, really nice. Um, this is the Guanlong, which is the reason I'm getting the deluxe edition. It looks very, very well put together. It looks very much like a Cory Bustard um, Protoceratops, which is going to be probably in the petting zoo, which is also getting added to the game, along with, it seems like the boat ride, probably from Camp Cretaceous, and confirmed also with the hot air balloon ride. And then the Thanatos Dracon. And then this looks like one of the skins you get is the gold-plated ATV. And then that's the Mosasaurus skin. But yeah, some really cool species. Um, I probably missed a whole bunch of stuff, but that's this video is already pretty long, and probably shoddily edited together. So I really think that we're gonna end it here. I really enjoyed the way that this is looking. Let me know in the comments whether you think it's going to be worth it and what other features you'd like to see added. I mean, it does come out in October, so they've got about 4 months to get it all polished up. But it's looking really nice. A few less species than Jurassic World Evolution 2 had, but I think with the baby dinosaurs and the improved building, that's going to be a much more forgivable downgrade on the amount of species for better quality species, and I hopefully they'll have a way of rolling out DLCs that will be nicely integrated to the where if you have something in the old game, it will get included for free from the DLC or something like that. I don't really know how they would make that work, but hopefully they will keep that in mind. Especially with Planet Coaster 2 flopping pretty hard. It's getting better now, but they need to make sure they get the community very, very excited for this game. But that's about going to cover it, so go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see me cover the news as it trickles in. I'm sure we'll get more species revealed over time. But that's going to be it for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.